Can we just talk? Just you and me.
Well, hello and welcome from William and
Diane Adams.
welcome to Marriage Investment. And this is a very special episode where we're actually going to dance. So you really need to set aside some space like we have here. And as you see the couples on the screen, to make sure you're able to dance. We want you to enjoy. Think about this as a date out and thinking about asking other people in your sphere of influence, other couples and married people to get on, enjoy learning how to dance and some other special things while you're dancing. So this is probably our most interactive series.
Yes.
We want to introduce to you Rey and Glendaly Bermudez. They're actually in Connecticut. We met them 2 years ago on Love Like You Mean It cruise. And then the next year we saw them again and we went through a dance classes with them. I just want to go ahead and turn over to them because after they unleash and share with you what's in their heart about dance and marriage, you understand why we had to have them on the episode.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely. So Rey and Glendaly, we turn it over to you, and couples stay dialed in and make sure you invite others. This is something you're going to revisit again and again. That's how much of a blessing it's going to be to you.
So we just had to unmute ourselves in the process so you guys can. How are you guys? Welcome to our home. Thank you to the Adams for inviting us in. We just want to make sure that you guys are all on mute. Yep. So we are excited to be here. And again, thank you to having us be a part of your ministry, the Marriage Investment. We are coming to you guys again from Hartford, Connecticut. We are super excited to be with you guys and to be with all the couples today that we are going to get up and moving and grooving. We hope that this is a blessing to you. And we're excited. Again, I can't just mention, did I say we were excited? Yeah, all right, cool. Just know that we're excited, right? So we have been married for 9 years now as of this past Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo. Thank you. And it's exciting because we planned that intentionally so that I would never, ever, ever, ever forget our marriage anniversary. So anytime I hear Cinco de Mayo, I'm like, yep, I got to get flowers. So that is basically, we've been married for 9 years. We're coming to you guys, as mentioned, from Hartford, Connecticut. We have 3 amazing children, one that's 22, getting ready to graduate from college, one that's 18, getting ready to graduate from high school, and a 5-year-old. Yeah, exactly.
Ready to go to high school.
Ready to go to high school. That's really where he's at. But he's our joy, he's our glow, and he's our glue. We're a blended family.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is really where we speak from the heart about our marriage, our relationship, and speak to other families. And so we hope that we bless you. Just a little background about who we are.
Yeah. So again, my name's Glendaly Bermudez, and for work outside of ministry, I'm a child welfare social worker. I've been in the human service field for over 20 years now. So it's a delight to be working with families now in this capacity, particularly with marriages, to help strengthen the family unit.
I'm sorry, I get stuck just staring at her because she's so beautiful. She's amazing, right? And again, my name is Rey, and I work in education here, public education here in the city around career-connected learning, but also I'm a trained counselor in marriage and family counseling, basically. And so I get to, like, the best part of the work that we do. Of course, we love the provision that God has given us, but it's this right here. It's when we get to combine our love for dance, our love for the Lord, and our love for marriage through a ministry we call Steps to One. And so without further ado, we want to get things rolling with you guys and get it started.
Get you guys on your feet.
Yeah, that's the idea. So before, definitely, you guys can get up. I know you started sitting down. Those are our guests here. And you guys can get up. If you're at home, listen, this is not a couch dance, right? So you're going to get up and get off your feet, and you're going to be up with us, okay? So give us 1 minute. We're going to transfer screens so that way you guys can see us complete and just us, and you can focus on us as we go through. Yo, fantastic. Are you guys ready? Good. So before we jump in, here's what we're going to do. One is we're going to establish a few things, right? So the first thing that we need to know is that you do not need to know how to dance.
No dance experience
So if you don't know how
required.
to dance, you're good. You're good. It's a great start. You don't know how to dance to do this, all right? Participate with us. Number two.
Well, if you get something right, there's this amazing thing you can do, which is called the beso break. And it goes like this.
Awesome. So if you get it right, what do? So you guys can't see it, but right now we saw one of the couples where the husband's like, give me a kiss, and she's like, I'm studying. Good job, guys. You didn't see it, but we saw it. So if you do something right, it's the beso break. Here's the thing. What if you get something wrong?
We go back to the beso break.
I love that, right? So right or wrong, you get your beso. So you want to
Win-win.
as many times as you want, okay? And beso in Spanish basically means kiss. Yeah, if you didn't catch it already. Cool? So there's your beso break. The third thing is we want to make sure that you're understanding that this is more about connecting than perfection, right? We're not perfect. None of us, not one is perfect. So we're not about making this dance a perfect dance today, but instead getting intimate, connected. That's what we're looking to be doing. So keep that in mind. You have three rules. Again, number one is you don't need to know how to dance. Number two is if you get something right or wrong, you go for a beso. And number three is that it's not about perfection. It's about connection. Yes? Awesome. So are you guys ready to get started? Awesome. So it's all about connecting. And we love that even with the marriage investment, they use cards. They use these cards, these beautiful cards, with questions to help couples engage with each other and those types of things. And so we asked them, hey, could you guys identify a card for us or identify a few and then send it to us so we can make some decisions? And so funny enough, they sent us like 6 cards, I think it was, or 7 cards. And to be honest, 5 or 6 of the cards were all about sex. Like it was just about sex. All of it was all sex. It was sex on this side. And then it was like one card that was like how to divorce proof your marriage. Right? And so we're looking at that like, all right, yeah. So if there's sex, then we can definitely divorce proof our marriage that way. But we know that that's not the only thing. And so it was one of those things where we said, okay, let's go with the divorce, how to divorce proof your marriage. And well, one of the ways that we would talk about that is really talking about your marriage dance. And that's something that we all have, right, is our marriage dance. And so we're going to compare, right, the dance, the principles of dance with the principles of marriage. And we're going to connect it, of course, with the foundation of faith in the middle. And so we're going to move today with a specific dance that we like to do. It's called the bachata. Bachata. Yes, that's how you pronounce it. Yes, it is a Dominican dance. It's one of the 2 popular Dominican dances. Merengue is the other one. This is the bachata. And really quickly, it's an 8-count dance. And it's really a slow dance. If you think about this, it's a slow dance with rhythm. Okay, so it's not slow and then you're just doing the 2-step type of thing like that, right? There's more rhythm to it, and so there's a little bit of a bounce to the dance as well. Yeah, and so we're gonna go ahead and teach you guys the basics for the bachata and get you guys moving. So now we'll start with the basic. Yes. There's one basic step for all of you guys, and the dance itself is a side to side dance. That's how it's going to start out for us. So for the leaders or the gentlemen, the husbands, right? You guys are going to step forward a second. I'm just going to show you guys a foundationary step here. And you're going to move to your left. And so if you point to your left, right, you might be mirror image me on the video. So make sure that you're moving to your left, right? So that you identify it. And you're going to do 4 steps to your left. And what that looks like is, I'm going to back up just a little bit here. So I'm going to go left, right. Okay. So I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I tap on that 4th step, right? For the ladies, you guys are going to be moving to your right. Okay. So you're moving to your right as you're going through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back the other way. 3, 4. So it's 4 steps to the right and 4 steps to the left. Gents, we're moving 4 steps to the left and then 4 steps to the right. So let's try that together. You guys ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. So now if you ever get confused about the direction that you start off in, right? Gentlemen, always think left, left, left. Got it? Left. I'm always going to start my left. Ladies, it's a little easier for you guys because you're always
Right. Because we're always right.
yeah. Yeah. Look at the wives. They're all like, yep, 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 yep. Yeah, cool. You're moving to the right. You're always moving to the right. Yeah. Awesome. So let's try it again. You guys ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, really quick on this. When you move to your left or to the right, the first step, the last step that you stepped on becomes the first step of the next direction. 2, 3, 4. So you're kind of double stepping on that last step, right? So I'll say that again. So if I'm here, I'm going to my left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my last step. That now becomes the first step of my next motion. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we're going to put all those counts together, right, into an 8 count. The other thing that we're going to do is, you notice, and this kind of mirrors, right, our lives before marriage, right? Before marriage, it looked like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's like we were kind of moving away from each other, right? And so we ended up finding each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Nice to see you.
Ooh, same here. Right? Cool. So that's the way we brought ourselves together, right? Then what happens? We get married and our position changes. Okay. We get married and our position changes. And so what happens is, now, if you think back to your wedding day, when you basically looked at each other and you held hands and you were just like, man, husbands, I don't know about you, but I cried even before she got down the aisle. Like, I was crying, bawling, crying. So yeah, that just gives me a memory. I'm sorry. So now we're facing each other in this holding hand positions. And now we're going to move together as one instead of two separate people, right? Mm-hmm. So the idea is, I'm going to move to my left and my wife is going to move to my right, to her right. Mm-hmm. And that means that we're going to be on the same exact step in 2 different starting points. So I am going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes? Cool? Now, here's if you're not, because bachata is one of those Latin dances or so music where it's in Spanish and you may not understand the words, you may understand the rhythm, and that's okay. I can give you a nice setup that it works, and I love this because I'm an oldies fan, and so there's a song that I think about with the bachata, and it goes like this. And I'm not a great singer, so I'll let you know that now. All right? It's like, I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Dun, 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 dun. So if you think about it, it's the same exact motion or beat as that song right there. Okay, but it's a little different because it's an upbeat type of music. Yes? We're good? Fantastic. All right, so now we're going to move you guys from knowing your steps, because that's a big part and a foundation, right? Is knowing your steps, to knowing your steps with music. Okay, so we just did the basic. You guys ready? Let's try it. Here we go. All right, here we go. Ready? 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 4, 8. 4, 8. 4. Awesome! Give yourselves a big round of applause. That's really good. Awesome. Fantastic. So now, if you stepped on each other's feet, if you did a great job, if you just want to, don't be no mess on breaks, all right? That's the idea. So, cool, good job. All right, so what we did is we laid a foundation, right? In Matthew 7, 24, 27, it says, where Jesus starts talking about a firm foundation, building a house on a firm foundation, not on sand, right? And so what we did is we gave you guys a foundation by teaching you the basic of the step and connecting it with the music. Yes? Awesome. So Ken, now that we've gone through the foundation, or we set this foundation, what's I don't know, some things that you have gotten from this in terms of nuggets or things that you came to mind about the experiences of setting a firm foundation?
Well, setting a firm foundation is so important because that's where we build upon. So everything that we do, really, I think starts with knowing our role. So once I know my role, you know your role. When we come together, then we're so much better because we're able to understand where we're going to go next.
And that's awesome. I think that that's one of those things where in dance, especially dancing as partners, it's really important that I know what I'm doing and my partner knows what I'm doing. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. Is if I'm thinking one way and she's thinking another way, right? You're going to go to your right. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to do the same exact step. You guys ready? 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, step. Right? That's a challenge right there. That's an issue right there, right? When I'm thinking her steps versus thinking my steps and caring for mine, the same thing for my wife. If she's not managing her steps the right way, right? So now we're doing two different things instead of being a we. So we're focused more on the me and not the we, right? And so that's the idea, is we want to focus on the we, right? So now that we've set the foundation, right? We know our steps. We know the steps, the key steps that we need. Now we're going to set a pattern for you guys, okay? So the pattern, we're going to do two directions here. The first is the basic step as you guys just did. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. That's a side basic. The next thing we're going to do is what we call the back and forth. So I'm going to go forward. 1, 2, 3, step, and back. 2, 3, step. So to have you guys try that with us. Here we go. You guys ready? So I'm going to move forward. So again, leaders starting with your left as the leader. Ladies, you guys are going to go back with your right, as the partner. You guys ready? This is just forward and back. That's all we're doing. 6, 7, and forward, 2, 3, step, and back. 2, 3. Try it again. Forward, 2, 3, step, and back. 2, 3, step. Good. So now we got a basic side and we got a forward and back. Okay, that's not the pattern. That's just a So here's the pattern to follow, right? We're going to do a side basic, a forward and back, and go back into a side basic. Yes? Let's try it. 6, 7, side. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, going forward. 1, 2, 3, step, and back. 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3, step, and side. 2, 3, step. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause, or give yourselves.
That's so brave.
That's so brave. Good job. Good job. Awesome. So now that you got a pattern to follow, right? So we got the foundation of steps. We got the pattern to follow. The pattern to follow is always going to be the side, back and forth, back to the side. Okay. Here we go. Let's try that again. This time we're going to do 2 sets. So what I mean by that is I'm going to do a side, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 3, step, 2, 3 to the side, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3, and then to the side, 2, 3, step. So we're going to end with a side step. Yes? Let's try it. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and side. 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 2, 3, step, 2, 3 to the side, 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, going to the side, 2, 3, step, 2, 3. Awesome. Good job. Good job. Now, of course, there's something missing. So we've got the foundation, we got a pattern to follow, but we need the rhythm. We need some music.
Yes,
yeah?
music helps.
Awesome. Let's try this with the music and see how we do. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and going side. 2, 3, step. 2, 3, forward and back. 2, 3, step. 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3, step. 2, 3, forward and back. 2, 3, step. 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3, step. 2, 3, and done. Good job. Good job. All right. So here's the challenge. This is where we get into the challenge, right? Is the way we're dancing currently is good. It's not, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's, what would you say?
It's very let's date.
Yeah.
Not we're married.
Right. Like we're still dating, not we're married, right? So dating was sort of, right? Marriage changes everything, right? Marriage, it should change everything, right? It's the desire to change everything. And so what happens, again, we have to change our posture, the posture of our hearts, the posture of our minds, changing our physical posture as well, right? And so how do I change my posture? Well, this is how it works. Gentlemen, you take your left hand, you put it out, palm facing up just like this. Good job. Ladies, you're gonna place your right hand inside the gentleman's left hand. Let it relax there, good. Ladies, take your left hand, put it up in the air. Put it on top of his shoulder there. Gentlemen, you're gonna take your right hand, put it on the shoulder blade, yeah? And so now it's on the shoulder blade, and just to help you guys out, shoulder blade is that little bone that sticks out back here, right? So it goes underneath her arm, right? You're gonna go underneath her arm. Yeah, and then ladies, you're gonna place your arm on his arm. There you go. Now, that's real formal, right? That's extremely formal. But let me tell you right now, it's your wife. So you, right, if the hand drops for whatever reason, that's on you. Right? Cool. All right. So now I'm in this position and this changes everything. And I'm gonna guarantee this is going to change everything in terms of the dance. Okay. Yes. So let's try it with music. Now watch what happens as we are connected in this different way. All right. You guys ready? 5, 6, 7, and going 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, moving forward, 2, 3, step. To the side, 1, 3, step, 2, 3, moving forward, 1, 2, 3, step. To the side, 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3. Good job. Awesome. So again, you guys can't see this. We can see it. We got couples cracking up right now. You're probably cracking up at home, falling over the couch, falling over a cat or a kid or something like that. We love the fact that you guys are enjoying yourselves because again, this is more about connection and laughing than it is about being perfect. Right? So keep that in mind. Yes? All right. So here, we're going to try that one more time, and then we're going to start to put a cap on this session here right now. Ready? 5, 6. Now remember, this is the idea. The idea is to get her as close as possible without stepping on each other's feet. Got it? Yes? All right. Let's try that. Let's rewind that music. Here we go. And look at each other. Don't look at us. Here we go. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and going 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 2, 3, step, to the side, 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, forward and back, 2, 3, step, 2, 3, to the side, 1, 2, 3, step, 2, 3. Hey, good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was nice. Good job. Good job. All right. So as we're wrapping this session here up, here's what we want to talk about to you guys, just to kind of bring things back, right? First of all, as we talked about, this is all about connection.
Yes.
And being a we versus the me. Right? And as you guys were dancing through, I'm pretty sure there's probably some things that came up for you while you were dancing. Ladies, if you're not used to your husband's moving you a certain kind of way, right? Then that maybe brings up some things.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're walking backwards, that can be a little bit difficult because you don't know where you're going. So you have to trust that he's literally got your back, that he's gonna be looking out for what's behind you. So it does take some trust in it. And then also, knowing how to reposition ourselves even in that motion so that we don't get stepped on, right? So that we're kind of off-centered from, I'm off-centered from him. So as he's walking me back, I'm feeling a little more comfortable because we're positioned the right way. And I know that he's looking out for me.
That's deep. We're talking about dance still, right?
I think so.
Oh, okay. That sounded like marriage. A little bit marriage to me, right? Like, we're a little bit, we could be off-centered sometimes, right? And still move together. And there's times where we can be one, right? And move together, right? But that the idea is that we're complementing each other. There's some trust that goes in there for the ladies, yeah? And there's actually I think even for the gentleman, if you're like me, where if you're not, if for example, you're not confident in the dance, like right now, it's the first time you've danced a step before and you're not confident in it, that brings up some things, right? And I can speak from my own sort of testimony where, you know, when we first got married, there was a lot of insecurity for me, right? And so what I decided to do was, instead of being this sort of good,
Assertive.
balanced, assertive leader, I wasn't aggressive. I wasn't like, get over here, right, and drag it around the floor or anything like that. But I was actually really passive. So I was kind of letting her take the lead, right? Because of not just my own insecurities, my own challenges, my own issues. And ultimately that caused a challenge for you.
Absolutely, because I didn't know what direction we were going. So, you know, unless I was clear about the cues, I don't know what direction we're headed. So it becomes difficult for me to follow when the lead is not clear and when he's not confident in his lead.
Yeah. So I went from being this super passive leader, like, hey, right, to then transforming into this assertive leader, not an aggressive leader and not a passive leader,
Confident.
but a confident, calm, allowing Christ to lead me in order to lead my wife in our marriage dance. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're still talking about dance. Go. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more dance, and then we'll do this, put this all together, and then we'll kind of wrap this session for today. Does that work for you guys? Yeah. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and going side. 2, 3, step. 2, 3, forward and back. 2, 3, step. 2, 3 to the side. 1, 2, 3, step. 2, 3, forward and back. 2, 3, step. 2, 3, keep going. Side. 2, 3, step. Forward and back. 2, 3, step. To the side. 2, 3, step. 2, 3, step. Fantastic! Look at you guys go!
Hey.
We talked about the bachata. We, as a basic slow dance with rhythm, as you guys felt it, right? It wasn't just a 2-step, it was 8 of them all together. There was some motion that we talked about. We talked about trust. We talked about confidence. What else did we cover?
Yeah, we talked about a lot. I mean, the confident lead, just working together on the movement and staying close, right? That going from the dating position to the married, close and personal, and enjoying your vessel breaks.
As you guys go through and as you guys should. So, hey, listen, the last thing that we want to share with you guys is that this, again, is more about connecting than perfection. We hope that you guys rewind this and learn that basic over and over again, right? And the basic in that is really about knowing your steps, right? And that's what we basically showed you guys, knowing your steps, right? And then managing the pattern that you guys follow, right? And then doing it with just love.
Yes. Love and grace.
Right? So that foundation we set, if you think about that, that's the pattern that or when we think of Jesus for us, that's the way we look at it, is he set the pattern, he set the foundation for us. He also gave the pattern in his example, and then he showed us how to do that through love. And that's exactly the way that we do marriage. And so for us, that would go back to the answer to the question, how do you divorce proof your marriage is really around knowing your steps, right? Knowing your steps, being confident in your foundation, and really showing love to one another. And so we want to take you guys in our next section to the next level within the dance. What happens when marriage becomes challenging?
Because it does.
Amen. We'll see you guys in the next section.